Okay, moving on. You mentioned hip hop, and that's giving me a great segue to the way I wanted to end this one. So recently, we've had chaos in the hip hop scene,
Indeed
absolute chaos. So, to give you context, I know you probably know, but to give you context, one day Kendrick woke up and decided
To choose
violence and burn the whole shit down. He went after Drake. They went to few back and forths. Chaos ensued. Not Like has dropped, and since then everything's been kind of quiet. But I want to come back, and now it gives me a great opportunity to talk about this, because now we can actually have a conversation about these two artists. And I know the beef is done.
Yep.
As a Drake fan, and I've said this many times, as a Drake fan, I think he lost the beef, but I think the argument of him losing as an artist is not really been developed. It's not really been had, right? Because everyone just goes, yeah, he's lost because he's lost. And I think that we have that recency effect where it's like the most recent crazy moment is what we decide is bring the whole career.
Okay.
But I wanted to get into it now. Talk to me about those two, but also what do you think separates Kendrick and Drake as artists? Who do you think is the better artist and why? And lastly, what your thoughts on the beef was?
Oof, okay, this is a very loaded question. Okay, I will start off in saying that one thing that beef proved is that Kendrick Lamar and Drake, no matter how you order it, are the number one and number two of this generation of hip hop.
Crazy, isn't it?
Drake is better than ASAP, better than Rick Ross, better than Meek Mill, better than all of the guys that came in the same era. Undisputedly, for me, better than them, except Kendrick. Now, Kendrick is where the dispute happens.
Yes.
That's why I say they're number one and number two. Kendrick won the beef. No doubt about that. And while I believe Kendrick is the better rapper, I do believe tactics was the best, was Kendrick's greatest weapon. If someone comes out of that beef and says to me, I still think Drake is a better rapper, I completely understand that. Because Drake was rapping. Like, he was going crazy. Where he made, there was many,
What do you think he made a mistake? Go on,
he aimed at too many people.
But they came all at him, though.
No, but
Just aimed at Kendrick.
here's the thing. Push-ups, I completely understood, had to be at a lot of people. I also don't like that it was called Push-ups. I thought it was a bit of a boring title. But he aimed at too many people, and I feel like after Push-ups was understandable. Everyone's saying something at me. Okay, I'm going to say something back. No one expected Drake to say anything after Push-ups. Family Matters should have been just like, even though that bit where he's going at everyone is incredible, we didn't need it. We didn't need it. That was unnecessary at that point. And it got to a bit where it was like, you're just talking about the same people now. And
Here's a question, not to interrupt. Do you think his tactics, talk about tactics again, his tactic, if I make it seem like it's 12-1, it makes it seem like you might are going wild, and even if I lose, I tried.
That's what I think his tactic was. I think a big thing about Drake in this game was I get respect just for taking on 20 people. And here's another thing, because you're saying they went at him, but he's gone at them beforehand, and they've responded. It isn't like a lot of these people randomly just had a beef with him. And remember, they all said the same thing. You sneak this us. They all said the same thing.
He's been doing that.
So I do think maybe to an extent Drake may be thinking tactically, if I lose this battle, it doesn't look that bad because I took on 20 guys. But then it's Kendrick. But then here's the thing, and I'll say this to Drake's defense: Family Matters wipes out 99.99999% of the rap game.
That's
but
true.
that 0.1% is the boogeyman.
Crazy.
That guy is to release a diss song 20 minutes after you put your whole energy into a diss.
So mad.
That is one of the craziest tactics I've ever seen. By the way, I knew that was gonna happen.
You thought that's what he was gonna do.
Yeah.
Just drop.
Me and my little brother, we theorized when 616 in LA dropped. I said
he's got another one.
He's got another one, and I said Drake will definitely drop because it's Friday, and Drake loves a Friday drop. And I said to myself, if I know that, Kendrick knows it. I swear to you, I swear.
That's so crazy.
I said if I know that Kendrick knows that he's gonna drop something. We weren't even shocked when Meet the Grahams dropped. But Not Like Us, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it when Not Like Us dropped. When Not Like Us dropped, I said, what?
He dropped two.
I was so shocked when Not Like Us dropped. I said, this is unbelievable. And I said, Go on.
No, go. You go.
And I said, what on earth is gonna happen? Because do you know what it is? Meet the Grahams was like the scariest, hauntingest thing ever. I literally remember hearing that song, and I said, I don't even want to hear anymore. Can we just stop, please? Let's just stop it, okay? Let's stop it. And then not like us, and it's like the most 180, because now it's like the most fun song I've ever heard. Like, I've gone from hearing a song and going, I never want to hear this again, it's too scary, to I can't stop playing this song because it's so addictive. So now we're going to hear it at the Super Bowl. There are going to be 80,000 people calling your favorite rapper a pedophile.
That's the craziest part. That's the craziest part. You know what's crazy too? As a Drake fan, you have to respect it. Like, you have to respect the Meet the Grahams. You're like, okay, cool, Kendrick doing Kendrick. He's doing that little psychological evaluation shit, bro. Like, you can't really help that. Like, what are you supposed to do?
He's doing it scary.
He's talking to your mum and your dad.
Yeah.
Fucking out, Kendrick. Leave him out. But then he comes back with a hit, and that's Drake's playing field. Yeah. I think he knew that. I can't, like, whatever. Your fans will never rate me even if I do the psychological thing.
But if I give them a banger,
if I give them a banger, they will respect it. Because even they like bangers. And that's the crazy part.
But then this poses the question of, why didn't Drake do that?
Why didn't expect it? I think Family Matters was supposed to be like, done now, you're done, you don't have anything, you're washed, let's come back for round 2, I'm going to go on holiday. But then he didn't expect, I think even in his wildest dreams, he didn't expect him to make a banger. Like, Not Like Us is so good that, like, everyone changed their mind. Everyone.
What? Oh, what? Oh, what? That's crazy. Did you hear that? That is crazy. The birds, I swear to God, the birds was doing what with me. Did you? I don't know if they I hope they might caught it. That is crazy. But yeah, I agree. That's exactly what happened. A lot of Drake fans, or a lot of people who maybe weren't that big on Kendrick, are now Kendrick fans because of that song. And I think it's such a testament to the writing of Kendrick. And I think why I'm gonna say this beef may have made Kendrick the winner in He's a Better Rapper is just how dynamic his songs were. Euphoria,
yes.
616 in LA, Meet the Grahams, like, they're not the same song.
Yes.
They're not Push-Ups and Family Matters are going for the same thing.
Yes.
Heart Part 6 and Taylor Made, they're going for the same. Yeah. All these songs, Kendrick, they've got something different to them. You can say your favorite song in that beef, because we're not even talking about Euphoria. Yeah. Euphoria is crazy.
And also 616 is fucking banging. Like 616 in, was it LA?
Yeah.
That's a banger. Like, that's another banger.
Incredible. All of them are incredible songs. Even taking the beef away. Just incredible music. The thing with Drake is, I say Drake was 2 for 4. Push-Ups was very good, and Family Matters was amazing. But Taylor Made Freestyle, he made very bad mistakes. Trying to 8 Mile you talking to young girls will never work.
Yeah.
It would never. He tried to do the Eminem thing, it doesn't work, because the thing that people don't understand about 8 Mile is, that works because his opponent wasn't a good rapper.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh my God, I'm shocked. Because that was a rapper who only wanted shock value.
Yes.
Kendrick is not a crap rapper. Kendrick is a very skilled lyricist. So he's going to go, actually, yes, let's talk about it.
You are a pedophile.
Yeah, you're right, actually. I was just about to get to that. Thank you for doing that. And now, and you know as well, why Drake even set himself up, because people can't go, Kendrick did a gossip thing. Kendrick did. Yeah, you told him to.
Yeah. I think he thought, you know what? He thought, I know where he's gonna go. Again, I think he underestimated the Not Like Us. He thought, you know what? You're just gonna rap about me being a pedo. I'm gonna say it here. But if you put in a banging song, I'm gonna say it and dance, you can't help it.
Yeah, and what even made it worse is Not Like Us and Meet the Grahams was so scathing that Drake's response with the Heart Part 6 basically had to be an explanation.
Yes. And it's like, you can't explain it in the right beat.
Like, this is the thing. But this is why I say it was such a checkmate. You cannot ignore those allegations, but you also cannot respond to them. It was the craziest checkmate. No matter what, he was doomed. I remember someone even saying that to me. They were like, they were arguing on Drake's behalf why Drake won, right? And they were like, I said, it's weird to make a song basically denying allegations. And they'd said to me, but if he didn't deny it, you would have said, why hasn't he denied it? And I said, that's the point! The point is that Kendrick trapped him. Kendrick trapped him. It's a checkmate.
What do you think happens now with their legacy? Okay, moving, like, the beef has happened. They're done. I think they're trying to guy up at round 2. No one really cares as much.
I don't need that.
But what do you think happens for their legacy now? I think these people are still, like, at their peak of their career. I think they still got... Kendrick's going to bring out an album. Drake's going to come back with an album. Do you think that's now solidified them as 1 and 2? Do you think Drake cannot do anything to now surpass that? Or do you think if Drake comes out of a song that exposes Kendrick in the hypothetical world, that people will flip? Or do you think that's just set in stone now? It's not going to go back?
As far as the rap beef is concerned, no one's mind... Unless you are completely neutral, your mind didn't change. If you was a Drake fan before, you're a Drake fan after. If you was a Kendrick fan before, you're a Kendrick fan after. You may look at them differently, depending on what you believe. But that hasn't changed. Drake is still number 1 to you. Kendrick is still number 1 to me. I think as far as the rap game is concerned, I think we have to say in the sphere of the rap game, Kendrick is probably 1 over Drake. As far as who won the argument, it's like Messi and Ronaldo, right? It's like I might prefer Ronaldo, but we know who won the war. Messi won.
Yeah.
And that's how I feel. I feel like Kendrick is the Messi and Drake is the Ronaldo of this.
But the question I ask, sorry to interrupt again, is how are we judging that? Are you judging that over the course of their career and the rap just like
I think
cherry on top?
I think the course of their careers made them equal because things that Drake was capable of doing, Kendrick wasn't, and things that Kendrick was capable of doing, Drake wasn't.
But then when you go at each other...
And now Kendrick has proved that he's capable of Drake things. Yes. But I'll put it this way. Kendrick did a 616 in LA, covering timestamps, and it was brilliant.
Yes.
Drake did the Heart Part 6 and it was one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life.
That's true. But he couldn't. Like, there was nothing he could do.
That basically says it there.
There was nothing.
Kendrick showed that as much as Drake has, he's got just that much more.
A little bit more, yeah. A little bit more, yeah.
So, and obviously I'm not saying don't have Drake as your number 1, because Drake is still an incredible artist.
Yeah, but I know exactly what you're saying.
But in the sphere of the rap game, you just see Kendrick ticks more boxes. Yeah. And I believe Kendrick is number 1, Drake is number 2, and then J. Cole is like all the way down here. Backing out of the beef is crazy.
Bro, but he was smart.
He was.
Retrospectively.
He was. He saw the future. He definitely saw the future. And I think he was okay with the rap beef, but I think he knew how crazy it was going to get.
Yeah,
and he doesn't want to be involved in that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be in... Because imagine Kendrick putting you in the same... Because look at Baka.
Yeah, fuck, bro.
Or Chubbs.
But
imagine...
all of them, he put the fucking thing on the whole house. But these are like real people with families, and he just called all of you pedos. Anyway.
But yeah, also you said something about Drake putting out another
album and stuff like that. What happens to legacies now? How do we receive?
I'm not sure what the commercial success of Drake is going to be, and I'm not saying he won't do well commercially, but I know a few of his recent songs haven't charted well. But I don't know if a real album run and a real promotion will change that. And I do think if Drake gets good promotion again, gets a good run going, it will change. People will get over the beef eventually, but I think that has to happen when Kendrick is done whooping him. I think Kendrick is going to keep the whooping going, and as long as that whooping keeps going, Drake has got to lay low. I think he has to wait for the Super Bowl to finish. I think next summer should be when Drake starts rolling out again. Because Super Bowl, I can't see Kendrick doing anything after the Super Bowl without it becoming, okay, you're doing too much. I think Super Bowl is his last cherry on the top.
I think he's going to drop an album.
Yeah, but I don't think Drake disses will be there. I think he's done with that. I think he's done with that.
I think he's done with that too. I think as an artist, he'll be like, I'm past
that.
I think Drake is not going to let this go.
He has to. Because if he keeps bringing it back, people are just going to keep remembering what was said about him. This isn't like Pusha T. He can keep the subliminal and the dodgy stuff at Pusha T because Pusha T said you have a child. Okay. Everyone knows a deadbeat. But what's being said about you here, you don't want to keep reminding people of that. Yeah. That's why he needs to stop asking for a round 2. He has to stop. He has to move on more than Kendrick does.
His ego wouldn't let him. Like, if you're the guy in rap is bravado, rap is, I'm the best, I'm better than you. His ego would not let him move on. Because his fans will look at him like, bro, I mean, I guess maybe you're right. Maybe he spins and goes, you know what, I'm going to go a piece to my fan base because I know you man are never going to like me. Piece to my fan base, put out a fucking romantic whatever album, get that locked down and build your rap thing by giving your fans what they really want. Start rapping again like you did on Not Fuck Those 2 songs. Maybe get your market share back, and then I'm gonna test you in the longevity of my career. Let's see me and you go back to back.
It's like Kendrick wins the battle, who wins the war. That's what Jay-Z somewhat did with the Nas thing, because Nas won the beef, but when you look at the longevity of their careers, Jay-Z lasted just that bit longer. That's maybe the angle that Drake could try. However, I think Kendrick has great longevity to him. I think Kendrick has great longevity to him. And I'll just say, man, I don't think Drake and any Drake fan should be ashamed of what he produced in that. Well, okay, maybe they can be ashamed of a few songs, but as far as he did his best, I do believe he did his best. Heart Part 6 was a checkmate. I don't blame him too much. Tailor Made, I don't know why you're using AI, especially of people like Tupac. That's a very sensitive thing for people. But I still believe Drake is like the second best rapper of our generation. It's just Kendrick is just that little bit better. So
man, it's crazy, man. Like you know what's so crazy about it too? Like I kind of agree, and I remember thinking this guy's a massive.
Did we have a conversation?
We did have a conversation. Yes,
before the beef
happened, we talked about them two, and my argument was always like Kendrick pops off, he never does anything, he never comes back up.
Popped up now, didn't
and
he?
He popped back up.
Popped up now.
But I was like, my argument was like Drake consistently gives us stuff, and like Kendrick needed to show that he's actually that guy. He needs to come out, and lo and behold, he fucking came out and did that. Gave 4 songs in 1 week, and it's just like just the level of like, and that's bro, like Puff, beef over whatever the fuck, bro. We ate as fans, as hip hop fans. This is what we wanted. This was like that fucking scenario in your head. You go like, what if this happened? And it fucking did, and it delivered. So I'm so fucking happy, bro. I have to wrap this up because I know my fucking phone's gonna die. Thank you so much for doing this, fam. I fucking love that you did this for me. This is amazing. We're gonna have this again because I enjoyed this so much. This is fucking amazing. Before I go, I always give the opportunity for the guests to ask me any question that they would like. You can. I know it's kind of like I'm sudden and on the spot, but any question you want of any topic or anything you've thought before I end off, because I've been peppering you with questions. Do you have anything that comes to mind?
Question. Okay, I'd say one question that I have for you is, what are 3 things that you value the most in both relationships and friendships?
Wow, fucking, that's a great question.